Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, guys. It's Monday morning, and I am here to get you ready for this week. I want you to read this over here that I have on the Discord server. I'm warning everyone from yesterday night, okay? Monday, the latest factory orders data will be released after the bell. As soon as the morning opens, we're going to get the factory order data to see how the economy is doing. Economists are expecting a decline of 1.8% in January, which is not great. Consensus estimates that we're going to be comparing it to a 1.8% gain in the prior reading. So all that exuberance last time to this time is going to be gone. That's what we're predicting. So that's what we're looking for today's price action. Tomorrow, traders are expecting the congressional testimony from Mr. Jerome Powell, the money printer man, and he is going to be discussing with people about how the central bank is looking at inflation, okay, moving forward. So that's going to be a 2-day meeting between Tuesday and Wednesday. So between today, which I really am not too concerned about this data, and tomorrow and Wednesday, be ready for volatility. One wrong word from this man's mouth will shake markets, and he's going to be messing with you for 2 days in a row. Everyone is going to be hanging on every word this dude says about global policies to control inflation through the central bank. So just be aware of that. Last thing is on Friday, we're going to get our February jobs report, okay? And it's going to show the payroll numbers and what we're estimating. So this week, we have all these data points. So please, 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 please be ready for those things to come into fruition. This is the Discord channel, and I am going to get out of here. And now let's go to what we are here for. We're starting it off with Dixie. As you can see, as we opened in the CME last night. Let me turn off the drawings first of all. As we opened the CME last night, we opened up, we're coming right into our resistance over here at the 104.70. If we can get that 4-hour open and close above 104.70, we should be looking for that continuation up. If that continuation occurs outside of this little triangle consolidation, we're looking for that measured move all the way over here to like 108, 109 area. That will be putting up a lot of pressure to the downside on crypto. And if Powell convinces the world that, inflation is going to be okay, well, then no one needs to rush into a safe haven asset like the dollar, right? If inflation is going to go rampant, then you have issues. Also, today we got information on China's plans, and they're scaling back their goals for the year and controlling their inflation, meaning no one needs to hedge into gold or hard assets. So you're seeing precious metals take a little bit of a pullback. So, I mean, I can look at gold for you guys too, but we'll do that in another video. That's basically what I'm saying, that if Dixie is going to get a nice little leg up for people to take a inflation hedge, then, I mean, and this is for other people in the world, right? Other people in the world are taking an inflation hedge against their country's currency, and their country's currency is so shit that they rather hold the dollar. This is why dollar gets power, and that's why we are like, dang, we don't want dollar to get strength because it makes our own domestic goods an issue to sell, and then it makes our currency expensive to borrow. So that hurts our stock market because now those companies can't borrow dollar for cheap and rebuy their own shares or expand or whatever. Also, strong dollar is making our economy have to accommodate inflation by increasing payroll. So people have to get paid more. So that same thing that we were making is costing more because the raw materials, including payroll, is costing more to produce that same good. So that's how it affects us in the dollar. It's making our own domestic goods more expensive for us to consume. And then you want to buy made in China, or you want to outsource your labor. Like, what did Microsoft do? They outsourced all their labor to India. And that's why Silicon Valley of India occurred, because he saved $80 billion a year for doing the production in India compared to America due to payroll. So if you guys even know, that's how Bill Gates made his money, and then he did philanthropy to make everyone think he's a god. But everything he invested through his philanthropy was in areas to basically do the next step of his production for his company. they weren't areas that mattered. They were areas that he wanted to expand into to do production, like how he did with India. So that's kind of exactly how uh, other people are going to be doing it. If American production becomes too expensive, it's not going to be made in America. It's going to be like made in India or made in China. And right now, we are not doing everything in made in China because issues. So now a lot of companies are pushing into India. So just keep that in mind for future reference. I'm looking for Dixie to go up. That's going to put sell pressure on other things. That's basically the gist of what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, today we're hitting into resistance. So if we get a push back from that 104.70 level, I'm looking for us to come find support at the bottom of this triangle at 104.35. If you lose that 104.35, I don't want to go under 104 in this little descending channel, because that means the triangle is breaking out and then it's going to consolidate in a channel. And then if the channel consolidates and we find support on the 200 EMA, which is like 103.90, 104-ish, we can look for that as support before we break up out of this consolidation and take out this 105 high and go to the next one like 106, 107. So that is basically what I'm waiting to see. If we're going to do that, it will be dictated by 4-hour open and closes. I should put an alert right freaking here right now at 106. Yeah. If we break above 106, when my alert hits and I give you that warning, that means we're breaking up, and that should be continuing some downside on crypto. So be aware. We already have 2 drives. We need 1 more drive. If this closes right at this 21 EMA, we might get the opportunity for the next candle to continue up. All right, so that's that. Let's go to Bitcoin now. I took too much time talking about Dixie, so I apologize. Let me turn off all these drawings because we had a crazy weekend of hypothesizing this, that, and the other, and all we did was go sideways, which is beautiful. I expected that for Saturday, but not for Sunday. But the fact that it happened on Sunday is because people are being smart and not jumping into position before the data comes out. We have a lot of data coming out, as well as freaking this congressional hearing, which is going to be very interesting to see this 2-day event as to like how they are going to be convincing the world that they are controlling inflation globally. Good stuff. So here is Bitcoin. We're looking at it on a daily time frame. This whole weekend we went sideways in this very, very tight range. I'll say it right now before anyone else even gets an opportunity. Unless we get above 22,650 with a 4-hour open and close, we are looking at downside continuation. All this bearish divergences is starting to play out. Everyone who's trying to buy the dip, there was no one who bought the dip. So you should be looking for the next test of support between 21.9 and 21 uh, 8, 21.8, and 21.800 was prior support when we were going to the top side. Do I want to show it? Okay, so it doesn't even show it. So basically, I just drew this channel. We're consolidating this channel, but let me show you. Let's see if I can actually do it properly. No, I could not. 21.8. Oh, it was 20,800. 20,800 was that level of hate for me. Yeah, it was 20,800. 21.8 is a little bit higher. But yeah, this $20,800 level, I took a loss on Bitcoin on here, and that's why that's ingrained into my memory. I don't want to forget that level. So if we come back down and we lose this level over here at 21.8, keep 20,800 as a interest level, and maybe a little bit before that at this 100 EMA. 21.3, because it coincides with the bottom of this channel. If you get a bounce into this area and you find support, I would be looking for it to continue back into this 23K area, and then you can find some resistance if that occurs at that level. Because we would kind of be setting up like an inverse head and shoulder situation. Until we claim above 23.5, it's all going to be a lower high risk scenario because you even losing the 21 EMA, and all this is doing is grinding down to force you into the 21 EMA, and you're forcing price action to go into the 200 EMA for that test on this channel. So coming into this area should not shock you. Just use it as a buying opportunity. I mean, I would. And then I would have a stop loss underneath it. Because if this is once a flush down, it can come down a lot deeper. And I mean, I would be looking for a long around here, probably like around 18.5, 18.6, and then have a stop loss under the golden pocket if we actually do flush down. I don't think we're going to go too low because RSI is already near the bottom, and we've already like really uh, we've already reset the oscillators from the high, and the fact that we're not making a new low as we are coming down lower on RSI, this is hidden bullish divergence. So even though RSI is showing you going down, your price action is being supported by the 55 EMA, proving to you that upside is more potential. And that's why I'm going to go to a 4-hour time frame now, and you can see this mini channel that we were in. So it's a channel in a channel. And until this channel breaks, why do you have to do anything other than that? Just extend this a little bit, keep it flat, lock that up. So obviously, if you're looking for a buying opportunity, I already pointed out this level here, 21.3, and it's also last month's low. So you have points of confluence as to why that little green channel we had before was important. And the fact that you rejected off the middle of that channel and got this fast rejection, like look at that crazy rejection down. Now what we're trying to do is if we tap into the bottom of this channel, I would use it as a buying opportunity. Between 21.9 and 21.3 is a buying opportunity with the stop loss under 21,000, and you have an opportunity to scoop up this long on a swing failure pattern of this low if it wants to grab this liquidity, and then you could ride it back up into like 23. Because normally we're going to come test into this 200 EMA before we actually break out. We're going to tap into that once, probably reject on the first attempt, and then we will reclaim it after we confirm that, hey, we are not going any lower. So if we come up to here, reject, come back down, find support, and then come back up, the second time we'll probably butter through it. So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. We are going sideways in a range. I don't want to take a short until I get to 23K. And ideally, I don't want to short until 23.3. And then long wise, I would like to take a long. I mean, yeah, you can take it off the middle of this channel, but the best risk to reward for you is to take it off the bottom of the channel at 21 9, like 22K, or like around no, I would say 21.9 to 21.8, and then have a stop loss underneath the 21 because you can DCA all the way into like 21.3. Keep in mind another word of warning: Ethereum is moving $100 a pop, Bitcoin is moving $1,000 a pop. So if you're more than 10x leverage, you're gonna get spanked. So just keep that in mind that if retail was like panicked and anyone shorted, all market maker needs to do is just come up a little bit, liquidate, and take out all the stops of the shorts, and then continue down. By gathering the fuel and creating that lower high, he can continue that down descent and make money again. So just be like aware that that is a possibility, especially since we're under all the EMAs and showing pressure to the downside. Yeah, this looks like it wants to trickle on up, and that's the only saving grace that I think we have, that, hey, as New York opens, we might get a pop up, and then that is your shorting opportunity. If before market opens we get a dip down, you can use that as a long scalp opportunity for that pump into the market open if that occurs. Okay, that's basically the gist I have for Ethereum. I mean, for Bitcoin, I'm not really focusing too hard on Bitcoin. I think right now the fact that March 15th was the upgrade for ETH, and then they pushed it to April 15th. I'm a lot more interested in trying to beat up the traders on ETH than I am on Bitcoin, and I've been like that for the last 5-6 months anyway. So there's not a surprise there. But I just wanted to show you guys this, that as we are coming on the 200 EMA and we're trying to break down, you got volume divergence starting to show bullishness. Okay, you got your RSI, same as Bitcoin. Okay, same as Bitcoin. Turn all this off. Same as Bitcoin. As you made a low and now you're making a low, your RSI is lower, but your price action is higher. This is showing you that the strength of the selling, as hard as they are, even though strength is high, price is holding, meaning this is bullish RSI divergence. You have volume bullish divergence, you have RSI bullish divergence, you're sitting on 200 EMA giving wicks. The only bad thing is you're losing the 21 EMA. I would assume that this buy, if it comes into that 1610 area, you might get a rejection off the first attempt. But then if it comes and finds support on this 200 EMA around 1540, 1550, I would consider that as support, and then it's going to butter on through and make a new high, like in this zigzag pattern. Okay, I'm looking for it to just come right to 1770 and higher. So we need Dixie to actually pull back for this to occur. Or if Dixie and crypto want to rally together, hey, I'm okay with that as well. I've been waiting for that inverse relationship to break and become like one-to-one correlation. So that will be exciting to see when it occurs. And until then, I am very cautious about this. I don't want to trade in this level. I will trade on the bottom. I will trade to the top. But this range right now is between 1460 to 1750. This like $200 range. Why do you want to mess with it? You know, $200-300 range, and it's really $200 because I'm not looking for this to even count. I'm just looking at 200 EMA to the top. Once we lose that 200 EMA, then I mean this little thing is gonna just not. I'm not too confident of trying to take the long off of these lows, because then you're gonna be making a new low, and then this high when we come back, it will be a lower high here. I think 1540 right now is support. If we lose 1540, 1545, the golden pocket area will become resistance for continuing downside. And then we got to look for like, hey, where's the bottom? Are we going to go to 1330, 1350, or 1450, 1400 is going to be the next area of support before we continue up? Yeah, so be aware that 1380 to that $1350 level, I have my eye on that for a scoop if we get it. But the way that this is going is showing you selling is weakening off. You are starting to really put in like a possible move to the upside. So yeah, I had a long at 1555. It gave it to us again last night. I did not take it because I told everyone I'm not going to trade unless I tell you guys what I'm going to do. So we're going to get on the live after this video gets uploaded, and then we can trade together for an hour from 9 to 10 ish. And then we can, I'll be out as the US markets are open. I'll go to work, and then you guys can follow up with me on the Discord. So Dude, did we go to 4 hour time frame? Let's quickly go to a 4 hour time frame and then I'll be bouncing. Yeah, we did not go to 4 hour time. So as you can see on the 4 hour time frame, this consolidation is very, very tight, right? So anyone who's on the wrong side of this trade is probably going to get spanked. And the fact that we're holding support on this EMA, I like, okay? And taking a long scalp off of this 1545 level, I would have recommended 1545 to 1550. If you could have got that long, I would have recommended that to take profit at around 1600, and around 1610 I want to take a short because I don't trust this lower high formation in this channel. Maybe this level is a short for us to come down and test the monthly before we continue up. So that's basically what I'm trying to look at. I'm looking for a short. I'm looking for that long if I can get it. My stop loss is going to be right under this formation because I'm not going to play around with trying to think that this is a low. I'll wait for the test of 1500 and then I'll try to get it at 1500 to 1463. So that $30-40 range is where I'll try to scoop up. But you can see right now you got 3 drives of bullish divergence on a 4 hour time frame, and a little bit of upside is due. So the upside will come, but it's how high is it going to go? Is it going to get above 1575? I'm not really sure. If it is, then great. 1600 will slap it around. So just be cautious and careful as the data comes out when markets open. It will give you the saving grace push or the hammer of doom scenario. So until that data comes out and price moves, I don't want to react. I don't even want to be in a position like this. But when it does move, we can watch and see, hey, which way we want to trade, basically. Until then, I'm going to have my bullets in my gun ready to shoot, and I'm just not going to get too excited because this is nothing to get excited over. This is dangerous. This is a gamble. So yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys today. I will follow up with you guys on the Discord. If you guys can, please leave a like. Leave a like. Press the subscribe button, press the bell button for notifications if you haven't already. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. I'll get back to you in the next video with any coin that you have or any asset. And then, yeah, if you would like to join me on the live that we're going to do trading together, feel free to join the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this video below. And yeah, as well as the other affiliate services I use. So feel free to check those out if you want to support the channel. And aside from that, guys, I hope you guys have a great day. Trade safe. I already warned you that today you might want to just sit on your hands and not really do shit because it doesn't matter what the hell happens today. That Fed meeting with Powell opening his freaking mouth is probably more significant than anything else this entire week. Even jobs reports on Friday, because they're talking about how the global central banks are going to fight inflation. So we will have a clue as to who is doing the worst and how that will affect the US dollar moving forward, because all those countries are hedged with the dollar. Otherwise, how are they printing their money? Their whole currency, the DXY index, is to measure the strength of the dollar against all those other currencies. So let's see how that goes. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Be safe. And yeah.